guess what day it is? It's a bittersweet day as I wait for the song cow to take me to the ferry. Leaving Koh Chang. Sort of sad to leave. I grew fond of this place. But there's always an option, right? So I gotta show you all some more options. So I'm off to a new adventure. I won't tell you where right now. But first we gotta get off Koh Chang. And that's sort of complicated. It's not as easy as you might think. There's different choices, more options. So let's see how to get off of Koh Chang. So when it comes to leaving Koh Chang, there's a lot of options you have. The easiest one is to just go ahead and take a taxi. One of the white taxis that run around the island to Koh Chang Ferry. And it'll cost you about 50, 60 baht depending on where you're staying. So what you do is you go, jump on one of those things and head to the ferry. Now this is going to be the easiest and probably the least expensive because I've seen people get charged as much as 600 baht to get a ride from Koh Chang, from Trat, where the ferry takes you to the mainland, to Pattaya, to the airport. So let's see how much cheaper we can get it if we just showed up there. But what you need to do is jump on one of these taxis and head to Koh Chang Ferry. And then once you get there, what are you going to do? So once you get to the ferry, once you get to the ferry terminal, just look for the booth that says ferry ticket. Once you get the ferry ticket, it's going to cost you 80 baht. So 80 baht gives you a ticket to get across to the mainland. So just show up by taxi, grab your ticket for 80 baht, and then what happens? What boat do you get on? There's boats coming and going. Let's talk about how to get on the right boat. So once you give your ticket to one of the ticket takers, you're going to enter into this area. And this is where some confusion arises as to where to wait for your boat. So what you're going to see at the Koh Chang Ferry is you're going to see people sitting around in a number of different areas. Okay, and there's going to be people sitting up by where you buy tickets. There's going to be people sitting down where the cars are queued up. And there's going to be boats coming and going. And not every boat's going to take you. It might be for tours. It might be for all sorts of things. So what you need to do is you need to actually show your ticket. When you walk into this area, show your ticket to somebody. And when a boat pulls up, ask them, point to it and shake your head yes or no. If it's not your boat, they'll shake their head no. See, now this boat's for this group of people. But there's other boats that are coming and going that they wouldn't have got on. So there's no really clear information as to what tickets go with which boats. So you're going to have to ask somebody. Just show them your ticket and point to the boat and shake your head yes or no, and they'll let you know. At docks, there's going to be cars coming off, and you want to make sure if you're a pedestrian, you watch out so you don't get run over by one of the cars coming off the boat.
มีสถานีรถทั่วเอาได้ค่ะสองแถวไป
So as you exit the ferry, you're going to see cars queued up, and you're going to see a walkway. And so you're just going to take this where it says exit here, and you're just going to walk up here, and you're going to end up in a waiting area for people that are waiting to actually leave. So when you get off the boat, you're going to come up a path, and you're going to end up in this little waiting area here. And this is where people wait to actually go to Koh Chang. So just walk through this area, because what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get a ticket on one of the transportation companies to go to Pattaya. So just walk through the hall here, and all the way through, and there's desks all the way through. And so you can stop in any one of them and ask for a ticket to Pattaya. So let's ask one of these how much it would cost. This is 35 group. And let's ask them how much it would cost to get a ticket if you walked up to go to Pattaya. How much is the van to go to Pattaya from here?
Pattaya from here, 300 baht.
How much?
300.
300.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you want open ticket?
No, just one.
No, and
Office.
that's okay.
ของชุดเมื่อกี้เอาเนี่ยกระเป๋าแค่นะเอากระเป๋าลงแค่เมื่อกี้
Kimi.
How often does the van go to Pattaya? How often? Every hour?
No. Every hour have เนี่ย 3 time.
Oh, you get 3 times. From Koh Chang.
From here.
Okay, I mean from here. Okay. All right. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 times a day.
Yeah.
7, 9, 11, and 1 o'clock.
One day before they have 3 time. 11 o'clock, 1 p.m., 3 p.m.
And 1 p.m. Okay, great.
Sure, now you can
thank
call
you.
one day before.
Okay, sure. Thank
Yes.
you. So my shuttle service did not bring me directly to the airport. My shuttle service brought me to a station, Airport Rail City Link station, Lac Krabang. And so from there I take the rail link into the airport. So if you're assuming that you're going straight to the airport, some might not, but mine didn't. Mine took me to this station where I got to take the rail into the airport the rest of the way. So there you go. So you got to plan a little extra time if you're headed to the airport to catch a flight. Hey, as long as we're talking about airports, I got something I want to say. I try and pass on kudos to things or people or businesses that I think are creating value. That's always my MO is looking for value and deals. And now I want to give you my opinion about something that happened to me that I think I should pass on to y'all. I had to make a flight from Bangkok, Chiang Mai to Bangkok. And I only had like 3 days to book the ticket. So usually, airlines to me, it's sort of a last resort. They're expensive, they're a pain in the butt. It's just not a pleasant experience to fly anymore. But I went online to find a flight, a reasonably priced flight, and I had an experience that I just want to pass on to y'all. I actually got a flight round trip from Bangkok to Chiang Mai back to Bangkok on Bangkok Airways. Now I went online. The website was set up phenomenally. It was really easy to book both ends of the flight, get the times I wanted. It gave you the prices, the availability, everything on one screen. It was amazingly simple. The price was great, a bargain. And it actually asked me what kind of meal that I wanted to have. Now, normally every flight that I've ever taken to Bangkok to Chiang Mai, it's an hour flight. You get like a bag of peanuts and you're lucky to get a drink, And everybody's charging for anything now. So it asked me what kind of food that I want, So I put it in there. I figured, well, it's going to keep it in the record or something like that, right? So I put the meal, the choice in there. And so I got to the airport and checked in. And they said, well, you can go to the lounge. It's right across from your gate. Now, I'm not flying first class or anything, and I know, the lounges there, the lounges for different airlines are for preferred customers normally, and so it's a club, basically. And so I went to the gate, and sure enough, there was Bangkok Airways lounge. So I walk in, anybody can go in. They had free food, free coffee, internet. It was flush. Amazing. For this discounted online ticket, right? So I got on the flight. They were very gracious on the flight. I was treated really well, and guess what? I got my special meal. Amazing. I just wanted to pass this on. It was the best flight experience I've had in maybe 10 years. Now, this is my opinion. Other people might differ, had different experiences, but for me, it was really, really refreshing. And I wanted to pass this on and give Bangkok Airways some kudos for creating value for their customers. So just wanted to pass that on to y'all. If you get the opportunity, try Bangkok Airways. I think it's a good deal. I think it's a value all the way around. So there you go. Hey, so we made it to the airport. A couple things to keep in mind. If you're going to do this trip, from the time you leave the ferry, by the time you catch the ferry, I would allow yourself, if you're trying to get from Koh Chang to the airport, a good 7 hours of time before your flight. So this is real important. There's a lot of variables. You know, you might just miss the ferry when you pull up with a taxi on the island, so you might have to wait there. Another thing is the vans, the transportation. There's a lot of vans that go to Pattaya, and they fill up really fast. So if you're going to the airport, it might take you a little bit longer to catch the van. So you might be waiting another 45 minutes or an hour doing that. So all in all, I'd leave about 7 hours in time to get to the airport to catch your flight. So I hope that's been helpful. Remember, when it comes to getting on and off an island, there's always an option.